Hey, what's going on? It's Rico with No Boring Concrete back in South Lakeland. If you're not familiar with that, it's Lakeland's actually between Tampa and Orlando for those of you who don't know. So that's the best way to describe that. But we're back in South Lakeland doing more work. We're at a pretty nice horse farm, I should say, and beautiful landscape, awesome layout, horses, and beautiful home. But we've been called in to do the garage and in a full epoxy flake finish. And in case you haven't tuned in on the other videos, what that is we put down a commercial grade epoxy. We broadcast full flakes into it, not the confetti stuff that you get at the box stores, but we go 100% coverage, so much to the point where the stuff is just bouncing off, and then we scrape off the excess and we put a sealer on there, and you have this awesome durable floor. On this floor, I just want to go over a few things in regards to prep work or lack thereof, and you'll see what I'm talking about here. Coming into this garage floor, there's this floor was probably done a long time ago, but the homeowner's been trying to keep up with it and just putting more and more paint on top of the issue. And the initial problem was the lack of prep, and you can tell by the areas that are removed. And then the other issue that we have here in Florida, I used to live up in Buffalo, New York, so shout out to Buffalo, but the concrete is a lot softer here in Florida, so if you get the wrong machine or you get too heavy-handed on their hand grinder, you will eat right through that concrete and it will show through. So let's get through a little walkthrough here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is an area that we prepped up already, just to kind of showing you what proper grind job should be if you hire someone. This is the original coating here, actually down here, and then you can see this other darker stuff here as it's gumming up the blade. But when you grind the floor down and it's all prepped, it should have some kind of profile on there for the adhesion aspect of it, so when you put your epoxy down, it actually bonds, but you should be able to get down to the bare concrete when it's all said and done, before you put on your next coating. This was initially done on the original, I guess, prep work, or maybe there was a coating and someone tried to come in after the fact, but this is the circular piece right here is the diamond wheel, a cup wheel, actually just gouging through, eating straight down, and it happened here again as well. So that's what I was talking about, having super soft concrete here. Some issues that the homeowner had originally was saying, hey, can you address these issues? And I said, yeah, well, when we get down to the bare concrete here, you're not going to have those issues because we're going to fix that during that process. And then this is just some stuff that randomly happened in the past week, chipping up, so we'll be patching that through as well. But we're taping everything off. We're going to be stopping here at the door there, at the door here as well, going up to the threshold on that door and on that door, and then just finishing off the rest of the garage here. And so just so again, the process is grinding everything off, and then the next step would be applying the epoxy after everything's been cleaned up, vacuumed, and is nice, clean, and sound. Another thing I also wanted to note, the older slabs, you'll see this crack here all the way. It's like a stress crack that goes all the way up to that door in a pretty straight line. And but typically what you see now in slabs nowadays is a control joint cut right down the middle, going this way, and then the other control joint going left and right. And that's just because it's a guarantee that concrete is going to crack. It's just a matter of when and how. So just to let you know for personal reference on that. And I also do want to say on the defense of contractors, concrete contractors who do their job right and actually put those control joints where they should be, it is not a guarantee that those your concrete's not going to crack in any other random portion or fashion, because it does happen. We can't control where they crack or how they crack. We just know how to do it when it's done right, and then after that, you can't control what happens after that point. But going back to this project here, we're going to be going all the way to the edge, up to the pavers, all the way down the line, and they picked out a pretty nice color. It's called Durango, but you'll be able to see what that mix looks like, and I think it'll tie in pretty nice in here. So other than that, stay tuned, keep watching No Boring Concrete on our YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, thumbs up, give us some feedback. If you have questions, I actually had someone contact me out of Houston, Texas, so Shout out to her for giving me a ring, and personally just asking if I knew someone in her market that does that, and chances are I may or may not know someone in your market, so I was able to help her out because I did. So if you have any questions, any concerns, feel free to ask. And like I said, No Boring Concrete's the website. You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram, and of course the YouTube channel. Thanks for checking us out. See you.